Alright guys, this is my first ever YouTube video. I'm more or less making this because I want to hear from people with similar interests and who have similar collections. What this is about is copper scrap. I'm a plumber, do a lot of work in commercial buildings and mechanical rooms, and I've been holding on to my scrap for about 7 years. And so I've been looking on YouTube to see other people who've kind of got big collections and the internet, and I can't find anything more than like 100 pounds. So I wanted to give everybody who kind of does this a chance to see what, if you hold on to it for a while, what it can turn into. If you don't just go every year and sell it, you can get quite a collection. So this is what I got here. So I live in Texas, and this is a detached garage with no air conditioning. So for about the past year and a half, I've just kind of thrown shit in here. And don't ever buy that Milwaukee sewer backpack bullshit. But you see here, this is a bunch of mix that I haven't really processed at all. I've just thrown it off the truck. Those bigger 3-inch, 2.5-inch pipes I just weighed the other day, that's about 100 pounds just right there, and all this little collection. But I got a ton of real good stuff in here. Like this is off I think it was like a 2.5-inch RPZ. That's probably 50 pounds. I can't curl it. I do backflow as well, so I got a lot of double checks, RPZs, big mixing valves. All these are, once this all breaks up, it's probably gonna be, we're probably gonna be close to about 1,500 pounds. Maybe a little more if I don't fall down. But over here's a bit that I've kind of processed, made ready to really start processing. Got like a bunch of, hose bibs there. Some, tubing. This is all a little bit of number 1. Some number 2. This is really not gone through at all right there. This trash can here, that's all chrome plated brass. This stuff is actually worth a ton of money. It's a lot of people don't think about brass when they scrap, but for me, it's one of my biggest weights. So that trash can there is completely full. That's probably about 400 pounds or so. I got some I'm gonna try to get some red brass out of this. It's mostly still gonna be yellow brass, which in a good market you can get $220 for it, which is obviously what I'm waiting for to have held on to it for as long as I have. But like this stuff is big, like that's a 3-inch ball valve. That's probably, I don't know, 20 pounds or so, 18. A ton of stuff like that in there. That's a whole bucket of number 2 processed. It's really probably not that much. It's probably about, I don't know, 120 pounds. There's a bunch of number 1. That's a full, one of them big blue ones. That's probably, 250 or so. That's all good money. These are coils from a blast chiller. What gets prepared food from 140 degrees down to 40 degrees almost instantly. It's these big coils. That's 1/2-inch copper. You can see there's 3, 4, 5, 6 layers of the coil there. So each one of those is about 150 pounds, maybe a little more actually. In a good market, I'll hopefully get $1.50 for them a pound, $1.60. So, but yeah, this is, I say 7 years. It's probably, I think the last time I sold was, 2014. I took about 1,000 pounds out of this because I was, wanting to buy some cool shit. So this is what a bigger collection looks like. I'd say all in all right here, we probably got about 4,000 pounds, maybe 3,500. So in a good market, hopefully you get about $7,000, $8,000 for this. But I'm going to keep on lugging at it until it's really up, like it was in 2012, 2011, when I was getting, I think that was when I was getting like, up close to $4 a pound for copper, number 1. So be smart with it and hold on to it, but I hope y'all like